Hello, good morning P7. Thank you very much for tuning in. One of the questions that I have been asked, one of the excellent questions that I've been asked over the last few days has been from Eri from Abram Hill and from Nicholas from Killed Drum. So both of them independently asked the exact same question, and that was, what is algebra actually for? So I thought, who better to answer this than an actual maths teacher from Cumbernauld Academy, one of our very talented maths department. So Mr. Scott has very kindly recorded a video for you explaining exactly what algebra is for and how you might use it in everyday life.
Hi guys, how you doing? I'm a maths teacher in Cumbernauld Academy, and I believe you're going to be joining us next year. And a couple of questions that popped up. One question was that comes up quite frequently is, when would you use algebra in real life? And first of all, what even is algebra? Well, I'm going to try and break it down for you the best I can. We use algebra quite frequently. Some of you might have heard what algebra actually is, okay? We use it quite frequently in our everyday lives and without even realising it. So we need algebra to solve most of our problems that involve calculations, and that involves adding, subtracting, dividing, multiplying. So we're almost doing it without even realising it in our everyday lives. And I'll give you a few examples shortly. First of all, a quick kind of intro to what algebra actually is for those who are not sure. Algebra is the use of numbers and letters which are put into a function where we can add, subtract, multiply, divide. So they're put into a function where you can do a calculation almost. We all know what adding and subtracting is, and multiplying and dividing. So we can do one of those operations, mathematical operations, to these numbers and letters. And the output, or the product, is what you're looking for, and that product is the solution to the problem. To give you a couple of examples as to where you might use algebra and you haven't even thought about it. For example, you might use it when you're going shopping. So for example, let's say you purchased 10 items in a shop, say Tesco's, and you need plastic bags to carry them home. If each bag can only hold, say, 3 items, you have to work out how many bags you might need. So you do a quick sum in your head. You would divide 10 items by 3, because it's 3 bags per item, and it works out to be 3.333. Obviously, you cannot get 0.3 bags, so you'd round up to 4 bags. So without even realising it, you're thinking, okay, you get 10 items, you need roughly 4 bags to carry it home. That's a quick sum that you've done in your head. It's essentially algebra. You put in two, or you're working at an unknown, you put in 2 numbers or letters or letters into a function and worked out the solution. That's just one solution, one answer, or one example, sorry, as to where you might use it. Another example is calculating shopping expense. So let's say you have to buy a dozen eggs, £5 each for each dozen, 3 loaves of bread, each costing £4, and 5 bottles of juice, each costing £2. How much will you get? Or how much will you need to take to the store? To kind of break it down, let's say you use the letter E for eggs, and B for bread, and J for juice. So your sum in your head would be E plus 3B, because it's 3 loaves of bread, and plus 5J, because it's 5 bottles of juice. So eggs is just £5, remember. Bread was £4, so it's 3 times 4. And juice is £2, so it's 5 times 2, which works out to be 5 plus £12 plus £10 to give £27. That's another calculation you're doing in your head without even realising it. So again, as I said before, you're basically using algebra, almost like logical thinking, without even realising it in your everyday life. So hopefully this helped answer any questions, or the age-old question of when will I ever use this in real life.